Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, 15th place Spurs, Mathys Tel and Bayern Munich. Mathys Tel, ladies and gentlemen, prefers 15th place Spurs ahead of Chelsea's project. I mean, if there wasn't a bigger insult than that towards our project, I don't know. I don't know what is, man. I don't know what is. Project in the bin, man. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin and welcome to your latest Chelsea news. Mathys Tel. Everything has been about Mathys Tel. There's several clubs interested, and it seems like Spurs are now getting in advanced position. We'll see whether the player ends up choosing Spurs. But one thing's for certainty. I don't think the player really fancies Chelsea, to be honest. Look, he's from a French background. He must have spoken to a lot of the French players that we have who are not having the best time at Chelsea Football Club. Desarcy, Badiashile, and Nkunku, and so many more. Wesley Fofana. I'm pretty sure all of these players are probably giving Mathys Tel their 2 cents about how life is at Chelsea and what the project is all about. And some of these young players, they're not stupid, man. They see what we're up to. They see the kind of shenanigans that we're up to in the transfer market, doing a whole heap of nonsense. But journalists out there gaslighting us, especially Fabrizio Romano, we'll talk about that down the track, gaslighting us that we're doing a lot of business, we're very busy. So yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that some of these youngsters, talented youngsters, they're looking at Chelsea and thinking, yeah, I'm not really interested. You're potentially capable of ruining my career, and my career is just about to start. So now, anyways, let's get in on the news. This is coming from Fabrizio Romano. This is latest. This literally dropped about a couple of hours ago. Tottenham are prepared to invest on Mathys Tel on permanent transfer, as reported yesterday. Spurs informed Bayern that they'd be ready to pay 60 million euros fee, as L'Équipe reported. Tel and his agents are taking their time to make a decision with several clubs. Now, a lot of people are like, yeah, I'm glad he's not coming. We don't need him. And I'm on the same boat. Literally tweeted out yesterday that Mathys Tel to look, don't come to Chelsea Football Club. This is not the club for you. Go somewhere where you can develop. Look, whether it's a good move to go to Spurs, I don't know. He's probably going to get more game time over there, knowing that the competition isn't that intense. The competition at Chelsea Football Club isn't that intense either. But we've got too many kids. We've got plenty of kids. We don't need Mathys Tel to come in and have the pressure, the burden of getting us into top four. He needs an environment where he can learn from experience out there. I'm actually stunned that he's wanting to leave Bayern Munich. He's young. He should just bide his time and just wait for the opportunity to arrive. But nonetheless, look, I'm happy he's not coming because we don't need him. We need something different. We need experience. But the point that I'm trying to drive here is that our owners, our directors tried their level best to convince this player about our project, and he's not convinced. That's the bigger point. The bigger point isn't the fact that he's not coming, which is great. The point is our project is becoming this fugazi notion now. Kids outside, like talented players on the outside, different, in rival clubs or opposition clubs, whatever it is, on the outside, they look at this project and they laugh at it now. They don't really see a direction. They don't see how you're going to actually develop all of these players. So that's the bigger issue here, ladies and gentlemen, that Mathys Tel has, I'm pretty certain, Chelsea has been rejected from his side. The last resort, if all else fails. That is something that we need to be concerned about. That what type of product are we really trying to sell there, where I don't think it's lucrative at all, this product. Spurs are in intensive talks over Chelsea and Villa target Mathys Tel. Villa as well. Aston Villa, ladies and gentlemen, showing more intent. Aston Villa going after Marcos Asensio. That's one of the latest news. They're in for Mathys Tel. They're also in for João Felix. They've just sold John Durant for exorbitant amount of money. Aston Villa, the way they're moving, they look like they want to, solidify their position going further in the Champions League. They've got into the quarterfinals. They've qualified outright. I believe they're in the top 8 of Champions League table. They're still pushing in the Premier League as well to make it into top 4. They're showing more intent. For us, honestly, we didn't need to do a lot. We needed to get rid of the players that don't want to be at Chelsea Football Club and don't have any, we don't have any plans for them in the future. And on top of that, we just wanted a little bit of midfield cover with our own player. Like, we're not asking for new players. We've got own midfielders that the football club has at Strasbourg or at Southampton. We've got Chalobah back in defense, which is a makeshift solution for the time being until we go out there and buy hopefully a boss type of defender, which we won't, but that's a hope that we can at least carry. We just needed a striker backup. We needed a striker that can compete with Nicholas Jackson and potentially take over his first team position. So Chalobah, we didn't need to do much. He's our player. We just recalled him. Midfield, we have midfielders. We just needed a striker. Yet, we are unable to even complete that transaction. And we are going out there trying to get Mathys Tel, trying to get Garnacho, who I still think is going to happen, and making a meal out of this squad. An absolute meal. Setting up Enzo Maresca to fail in this latter half of this Premier League season, where a lot of us fans hoping that he can make it into top 4. And then again, he's been advised by the club that top 4 is actually not even a target. So, yeah, it's all madness. It's all madness, ladies and gentlemen. Mathys Tel race heating up. Spurs director was in Munich last night. Chelsea there for a permanent deal. Man United called for a loan as well. So there's plenty of clubs involved. Let me know your thoughts in regards to Mathys Tel. What do you think about the fact that he's rejected Chelsea? What do you think about our project? I mean, look, even if he does end up coming to Chelsea Football Club, I don't think this guy really wants to be here. It would be his last resort. So let me know your thoughts in regards to Chelsea's project. What kind of product are we trying to sell out there in the market? Now, Fabrizio Romano, look at him. Great business, ladies and gentlemen. Ton of great business. Fabrizio Romano gaslighting a fan base. He is 100% a PR machine for Chelsea Football Club, man. He definitely has some good internal dealings or some sort of agreement. Agreement is the right word, I feel, with the hierarchy at Chelsea, because the PR coming from Fabrizio Romano for Chelsea Football Club is quite mad. Let's check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Chelsea advance on several exits. Cesare Cassidy and Lazio almost there, as reported earlier today. This has been the longest transfer saga. Cesare Cassidy. Nearly a month it's taken us, and he's still not out. But looks like we're getting closer and closer as Lazio is making an attempt to get him. Santos closing in on David Washington deal. Wow, fantastic. Another youngster we've ruined, and we're sending him back to where he came from. QPR on track to sign Harvey Vale. Great business. Great business after great business after great business. And Watford will sign Caleb Wiley on loan. Wow. A lot of people lapping that one up as well, saying, what a loan move for Caleb Wiley to Watford. Wow, they play good football. They're in the they're in the position to play in the playoffs, in the championship. This is a good loan for Caleb Wiley. And, down the track, this is the left back for us, for Chelsea Football Club. Kudos to our hierarchy and the great business that we're doing. And the fan base are loving it. We love to see this type of development at Chelsea Football Club for the youngsters. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts. David Washington to Santos, Cesare Cassidy to Lazio, QPR on track to get Harvey Vale, and Caleb Wiley on loan to Watford. Oh, mind-blowing. Stop it, Chelsea. You're going to ruin my pants any moment. Last but not least, this is very, very important. Check this out. This is sort of like opinion-based information coming from Max, who is PYS on Twitter, on X. This is his secondary account where he comes up with a lot of stuff as well, internal stuff. Check this out. Latest from Matt Law on LIB Pod. Chelsea like Sesko. a couple of English clubs could make an inquiry on him now because they are now out of the UCL and are about to spend big money on Simmons. So Xavi Simmons, apparently permanent deal to Red Bull Leipzig on pretty big transfer fee as well. Do not rule out Garnacho late on. I'm not ruling that out. In fact, I'm penciling that down that we're probably going to get Garnacho. I've been saying that all throughout, ever since we got linked with Garnacho. Tel, same as we've heard. Tel, I don't think, prefers Chelsea Football Club. Adeyemi, not high on the list, which is fine. I think he's going to end up staying at Dortmund. I thought he was going to Napoli. Currently, likely Villa make a bid for Felix. I do feel João Felix will go to Villa. They want him. Unai Emery likes him. They wanted him well before we got him in last summer. Desasi, good in dressing room. No offers yet. I don't know what's going on there because he's agreed personal terms with Aston Villa. So Aston Villa come and make an offer and take your man. Cassidy will go. Yep, he's off to Lazio. Looks like Carney prefers a board. All of that is sort of cooled down. Chukwuemeka, look, I wish we could utilize him, but it seems like our manager, our board, they're not interested. So let's try and get rid of him. Let's not try and ruin his career as well at Chelsea Football Club. I know injuries have hampered it, but let's not try and compound that by not utilizing him. Let's let him go, make our money, whatever money we can make out of Carney Chukwuemeka, and let's keep it moving. If there is a surprise, it could be midfield. Check this out. You're going to laugh. Chelsea are looking at opportunities. We're looking at opportunities. Great business and opportunities. These are the two things that we are known for under the new ownership. But Reece James comes into thinking as well. Oh, wow. Chelsea we could be looking at a midfield surprise, but Reece James comes into the mind. He could play potentially in midfield. Chelsea are worried calling back Santos would stunt his development at Strasbourg. Yeah. It would start. Look, he would start. Andre Santos, because Lavia is injured on a regular, Andre Santos would start. But we know why you're not doing that. You want to preserve his value at Strasbourg. You want to be able to sell him at the optimum level, at the peak level once next summer comes around. And I know you'll sell him. I know you're going to sell him and you're going to cash in on Santos. I'll show you why one more, because there's another rumor. We're sort of getting linked with another Brighton midfielder. Not huge links, but I don't think this is far-fetched. The way our owners move, they probably should have bought Brighton. Chalobah could be an emergency option in midfield if there was a crisis second half of the season. Wow. Chalobah, ladies and gentlemen, a player that was banished 6 months ago, brought back to become our best defender, to be honest. He's our best defender who got banished. These are the kind of decisions our sporting directors and our owners are taking, only for pure profit. Don't forget that, for pure profit. And now, all of a sudden, his emergency midfield cover. The shambles, man. Absolutely shambolic planning. This is what it's come down to. Friday and Saturday is where things on the market could go mad. All of a sudden, there is a lot of merry-go-rounds that need to be unlocked. Yeah, of course it can go mad, but don't for a second think that we are going to do something adequate for the club to compete in the top four. Don't for a second think like that. Now, check this out. I tweeted this out earlier today. It's doing the rounds, as you can see. Fraser Fletcher. I like this journalist. He's actually pretty all right. Yeah, he's got a few things right. Carlos Baleba want to watch for Chelsea. Big fan, and have sounded him out. Would be a summer target. Don't be surprised. Some of you guys might be thinking, "Oh, Miz, can't be believing every link." With this ownership, with this board, you believe everything because anything is possible. Anything is possible with these guys. And when it comes to Brighton, you best believe it. Our owners, our directors, or one of our directors, ex-Brighton anyway, they love Brighton. They love Brighton. Love the model. Absolutely admire the model. And this is what I tweeted out. Boli and Iqbali accidentally bought Chelsea. They were really after Brighton. 100% they were really after Brighton. But I think the news, the message that I'm trying to send here is that Andre Santos, the amount of midfielders that we're getting linked with, Kobe Mino, not that long ago, Carlos Baleba, Andre Santos, ladies and gentlemen, is not going to be a Chelsea player. I have a strong feeling about it. Look, willing to be surprised, willing to be proven wrong. But at this moment, I do think he's probably going to be sold in the summer for a very large sum of money, which is going to be fantastic. People are going to be lapping it up by saying great business. Do you know what I mean? Because that's what we're all about: great business and opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, smash the like button, number one. Absolutely smash the like button. Hope you enjoyed this video, and comment on each and every single one of the topics that we talked about. Let me know your thoughts about everything. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you're here for the first time, make sure you subscribe, and I shall see you guys for a live stream tomorrow, inshallah. Until then, take care. See ya.